Hey everyone, this is Avinash back with another video. In this video, let's discuss about 1024 into 1. This is Avinash back with another video. In this video, let's discuss about DALI, right? So, so basically, we discussed basically we discussed foundations of text to image thing till now, and right now we're now discussing more and more text to image tools. So every tool will have a module in this course. So first let's start with DALI because it's simple and very easy to start with, and then eventually we'll also cover Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, Adobe Firefly, and all other important and good text to image tools. So we discussed the foundation models in the beginning in the uh, foundation section that applies to almost all of the text to image tools, and we'll also have more and more basics and foundations of each tool, like on depending upon the model they choose, the backend they use, and everything. So for mostly DALI, we don't have any specific foundation to learn on top of what we already learned in the previous section. So we'll not discuss about that. We'll directly go and discuss what is DALI. So DALI is basically a generative deep learning model developed by OpenAI. So what is generative deep learning model? Very simple. So it's learning stuff in a very deep manner, from thousands, if not millions of, images with billions of parameters, maybe 12 billion of them, if I'm not wrong. So using these images and parameters, it's learning stuff in a very depth. And then it is using all the data to take inspiration to generate a unique image. So by mixing up things and stuff like that, it is not, the reproduction rate is way less than we think. So as we already discussed, reproduction rate is the similarity between the image it took inspiration in the back end to image it's generating in the front end. So it's, the reproduction rate is way less than we think, maybe 1 to 2%. So that is DALI. And this AI model has ability to fuse various visual concepts together to produce never before seen images. So, Midjourney is very realistic kind of an image, right? Like the unique selling point in Midjourney, the reason why I go to Midjourney is like you get ultra realistic images with very high quality. But DALI is where I go for creative images. Like imagine you wanted to mix two things, mix two animals or mix two concepts, mix to everything. DALI generates a very unique, high quality images in that case. So every tool will have their own USPs, but DALI is very, known for this fuse of various visual concepts together, right? It has basically released in January 2021 and can generate images from unusual or whimsical prompts, such as a bowl of soup that looks like monster, knitted out of wool, knitted out of wool, or panda mad scientist mixing sparkling chemicals, digital art, something like that. So you see here, like a soup. It's a soup of a bowl, but looks like a monster, but knitted out of a wool. Very unusual prompts. So that's where the DALI is good at. So if you want something very unusual for your storybook or something, DALI is something you need to go and uh, test out the prompts in. So DALI is classified as controlled generative model as it is generating images based on specific text prompts rather than random ones, right? So that's the generative, controlled generative model. Right, DALI 2 is the second iteration of this model, was released in April 2022. So if I'm not wrong, this is one of the first text to image tools that are like went very viral. Very big YouTubers are covering about it, and that's when it went viral, maybe around April, May, June. And building upon the original, this updated version boost the enhanced performance, boost the enhanced performance. I'm sorry, there is some mistake here, but yeah. So basically, it performance enhanced, producing more realistic images at the higher resolution of 1024 into 1024 pixels, which is like 4 times than the previous pixel. And also, one interesting thing they did is they reduced the parameters from 12 billion to 3.5 billion because they felt having more and more parameters is actually working counterproductive for the model for some reason. I'm not sure exact reason, but yeah, they reduced to 3.5 from 12 billion, which is something interesting. What we usually think is more parameters is equal to equals more quality output, but then DALI E2 proved us wrong because DALI E2 is producing good high quality images than DALI E. So the best way to experience the power of this model is to experience it the first hand, uh, and let your imagination fly in the prompt as you give to the model. So here are few prompts we tried, and the result speaks for themselves. So a realistic photographic close-up of a floating sneaker with a liquid splashing in a zero gravity, with light rays refracting through the water. You see, this is something very creative. So maybe at that point of time when we generated these images few months back, Midjourney is in the fourth version or something like that, I guess. So this is the output we got. So which is nice. Especially the second image is just like the next level. Like you see the rays, the water splashing in zero gravity. I liked it. So so there is this Darth Vader in cyberpunk look taking a bubble bath. You know, something cool, right? So stock photography, studio photography set of highly detailed, irregular marble stones with a good lines stacked in impossible manner. Uh, Perfect composition, cinematic light photo studio, binge color scheme, indirect lighting, 8K, elegant and luxury style. So yeah. So if you see the first one or till the balance, it's about the main part, and then we are adding details here. It should be having the perfect composition, cinematic lighting, beach color scheme. We're giving more and more attributes. So yeah. So digital art, a digital illustration of an anime boy character with a backpack, 4K detail, fantasy, vivid colors. So this is how it looks like. Yeah. So frankly speaking, guys, Midjourney version 5 and 5.1 outpaces Tally to any given day right now. But still, it is good at creativity. If here we are just talking about basics, right? So, but here in the first, it's a little more creative. So for something that you think very unusual or creativity, Tally works. But if you want very ultra realistic and stuff like that, it's Midjourney only. And then Dall E2 has few things which we'll discuss in the coming videos that we can go and use it for. So yeah, thanks guys. Bye.